there is a particular kind of pain that doesn't bleed, doesn't scream, but quietly settles into the heart. It's the pain of losing people. People you trusted. People you leaned on. People you imagined would walk beside you much longer than they did. When someone leaves your life or is suddenly removed, it often feels personal, like rejection, like abandonment, like something was taken from you that you needed to survive. And the heart asks questions the mind cannot answer. Why did this happen? What did I do wrong? Why would Allah allow this? But sometimes what feels like loss is actually protection. Sometimes what feels like Allah taking away is Allah making space. Allah sees what we cannot. We see the present moment. Allah sees the entire road. We see comfort. Allah sees consequences. We see attachment. Allah sees dependence. There are people who enter our lives as tests, not destinations. Lessons, not lifelines. But the heart clings easily. It confuses familiarity with safety. It confuses presence with goodness. Allah, in His mercy, does not allow what harms your soul to remain forever, even if your heart insists it needs it. When Allah removes someone from your life, it is never random, it is never careless, and it is never cruel. It is precise. Because Allah knows who will pull you closer to Him and who will quietly replace Him in your heart. Attachment is often louder than love. I-526 minutes. Not every relationship we mourn was healthy. Not every connection we miss was good for us. Sometimes what hurts most is not losing the person, but losing the role they played in making us feel seen, needed, or validated. And that's where the danger lies. When your peace depends on a human being, your heart is standing on unstable ground. People change. Feelings shift. Promises break. Allah never does. So when Allah removes people, He may be gently teaching your heart where safety truly lies, not in people, not in expectations, not in emotional dependency, but in Him alone. Removal is often redirection. We often ask Allah to change our circumstances, but we don't ask Him to change our direction. Yet Allah answers the deeper prayer. Sometimes a person blocks you from growth, from healing, from becoming who Allah is calling you to be. And if Allah allowed them to stay, you might have stayed smaller, quieter, stuck. So Allah removes them, not to punish you, but to free you, to redirect your heart, to realign your purpose, to remind you that your worth was never tied to who stayed. Grief with trust is worship. Islam does not ask you to be emotionless. It does not demand that you smile through heartbreak or pretend loss doesn't hurt. Even grief can be an act of worship when it is carried with trust. You are allowed to miss people. You are allowed to cry. You are allowed to feel the emptiness. But do not let pain convince you that Allah abandoned you. Sometimes Allah is closest to you when He removes what distracted you from Him. Practical reflection. How to heal when people leave. Die 4 to 5 minutes. When Allah removes someone from your life, resist self. Blame. Not every ending is your failure. Some endings are divine boundaries. Ask what this loss is teaching you about your needs, your attachments, your reliance. Return your heart to Allah intentionally through dua, reflection, and honesty, not perfection. Leave space for what Allah is preparing. You cannot receive what is meant for you while clinging to what is not. Healing doesn't mean forgetting people. It means no longer letting their absence define your worth. Trust the one who never leaves. People will come and go. Some will walk away gently. Some will leave painfully. Some will be removed without explanation. But Allah remains, always present, always aware, always closer than the loss itself. So if Allah has removed someone from your life, do not only ask why they left. Ask, what is Allah protecting me from? What is He preparing me for? What part of my heart is He calling back to Him? Because Allah never takes something away unless He plans to give you something better. Even if better looks like strength, clarity, and nearness to Him. And that is nev.